Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
All right, Adrian, what you got for me?
Hi, Mr. Samuels. How are you?
I'm well. Adrian, is that's your name?
Yes,
And how old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay. The topic is, why do high value men love white women? What do you have for me on the topic?
So I believe that it is.
You side heavy.
It's a status. It's a status thing.
Okay.
And I do believe that it's a potential that because white women can open up certain doors, and they come from certain families. I I went to a private boarding school, so I know a nice amount of like affluent young black men that are coming up into the Henrys, and they are coming and approaching these stages. And as I see them and they are marrying out, a lot of them are marrying white women. I just talked to one of my really good guy friends who is black, and he lives in San Diego, and he has a white girlfriend, and he's looking to marry her.
Does she come from an affluent family?
She does.
Okay, so you went to a boarding school, but now we can't say that all these women. What percentage of women do you say come from these affluent families that can open doors for men? What percentage would you say?
70.
Okay, 70%.
I would say 70.
Okay.
Yes.
And all right. And what kind of doors are we talking about them opening?
It could be anything as far as like a job, opening up a better job, better opportunities, coming into a better family. I know that I don't come from the best family in the world. My family is a little bit on the ghetto side.
I understand. I was that same guy too.
So, sometimes I think when I'm out here, I think I'm fine. And I have some good things going for me, but I do know.
You think you're okay? Is that what you mean? Fine? You're okay?
No, I think I'm fine.
Beautiful fine.
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Okay, cam up.
Oh gosh.
Get your fine ass on the camera.
Oh.
You got 3,000.
Okay.
You got 3,000 people. Show what you're working with. So here's the thing, because we got to talk about this. Oh, you on? Yeah, you got me on in the background. Close the YouTube channel.
Okay.
You're watching yourself on YouTube. You can't do that. See, while you get that together, I'm gonna say this: Black people, we got to realize that when you have generational wealth and connections, they can use those connections. The only way we actually do something about that is through coupling. All right, I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself now. All right, you got the YouTube closed down in the background?
Yes, is it better now?
Yep. So, how often are you working out?
How often do I work out? I don't work out as often as I should. Right now, getting back into the swing of things. So I'm back on a daily workout.
But how often were you working out? Are you working out once?
Currently I'm back to.
So over the last 10 years, how consistent have you worked out?
Over the last 10 years, I'll probably say
not enough.
Times a week.
How many?
About 3 times a week.
3 times a week. Okay, so here's a question. If you went to a private school or private boarding school, right?
Yes.
And you got to see how money and affluence worked, like I did, why have you not taken what you learned and gone to find your Keith?
I didn't realize idea of a Keith.
Okay. So
until I got older.
Okay. So the question is, where'd you go to college?
I didn't graduate. I'm going back to school now. I just re-enrolled.
All right. So there's two things missing right here. Okay. If you didn't graduate, how many years did you get in college?
1 year.
1 year. What have you been doing since college?
Working.
Okay.
Too hard.
Working doing what?
In retail management. I mean, I'm in management, but
all right,
it's not the best.
Again, I know. I mean, the two largest employers of Black women are the federal government and retail. So, sis, if you went to private school, boarding school, you saw how money and position moved. You had a window to it. And I'm trying to figure out why this is the same thing like when Black women go to college. They have a window to the world, but it doesn't seem to connect that you need a Black man to make this work. It's like having a toy and you don't have the batteries. I don't know if you ever did that before. Boys get toys and like, oh, I got a new remote control car. And you open it up and the batteries are not included. Where are the batteries in your life? Because let's be honest, sis, retail is not the lick.
Right.
You don't need that and 10 years in it. So I heard the truth. You said you think you're fine. All right. Well, how would you say your mentality is?
Be more specific.
Well, you say you come from what kind of family? Like kind of hood, ghetto, country, ratchet, what?
A little bit of a mix of everything in between.
All right. Then you went to that private school, right? When was your last boyfriend?
A year ago.
How long were y'all together?
4 years.
Okay. And what did he do for a living?
He owns a few businesses. He owns a few trucks, and a barbershop. So some things like that.
And why didn't you guys get married?
We have a child. So I live in Pennsylvania and he is Muslim. I converted to Islam.
Why didn't y'all get married?
We had a Muslim marriage. We didn't have a legal marriage. He wanted a second wife. That is why.
Okay.
I know. It's a mess.
Well, it's your choice. It's your choice, though. So, and you guys are no longer together?
No.
All right. Well, is there any chance of reconciliation?
No.
Okay. You watch my show, you know I'm big on asking people questions about therapy.
Yes, I do. No, I'm not in therapy, but I did just sign up to start going.
All right. Because at this point, at 30 years old, with a high school diploma, a child, retail experience, you know, Black men and white women are really kind of relevant in your situation. You saw what families can net, but you got to have the family. And here's the thing. Let me go ahead and dispel everything. Marriage ain't about love. It's about business. You don't get love. It ain't about him looking good. It ain't about the dick being good. Marry a boring guy. Marry a blue collar guy. Marry a guy who's got a little dick but a big bank account and 401k. Go get a vibrator. Do like the rest of every other woman on this planet and go with the man who has the ability to put you in a different lifestyle other than struggling like so many of our sisters do. And then when you see a Black man with somebody else, you feel like he betrayed you. No, you betrayed yourself by allowing yourself to get in these positions. So I hope you go to the therapy, because if you got a son or a daughter?
I have a daughter.
All right. Well, your views on marriage, black men are going to heavily impact her. Is her father active in her life?
Yes.
All right. Is he has a primary wife?
No.
Is he single?
Yes.
He's okay. Are you guys cordial?
Yes.
Okay. How do y'all get that stuff figured out? Your daughter's looking. Your daughter's looking, and the situation seems
Right.
kind of messy, man. To where I don't know why y'all can't resolve or whatever, but the chances of meeting a high value man in your position is slim to none. I need to say this to the room. If you have a child, you cut out high value men. If you're over,
I mean, I thought
I'm
that.
talking. I'm saying this to the room, not you. I'm saying this to the room. That's tomorrow night's show. We're gonna talk about the mother thing, but now was there a non-black woman involved in your situation?
Oh no, 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 no,
So,
no, not any non-black women.
so when you called into the show, what made you decide to listen to this show and offer your?
Okay, so I have a brother who is dating a white girlfriend, a white girl, and he has dated all white girls.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me very uncomfortable.
Why?
I think it's an internal thing that I have to deal with, that I just don't like it. And I've listened to them, and like, I know that behind closed doors, the conversations that happen that I wouldn't be comfortable with.
Hold on. Your brother's only dated white girls his entire life?
He's dated one black girl in high school, and I think she cheated on him, and it scarred him forever, and he never dated a black girl again.
All right. And how long has he been with his girlfriend?
He's not going to leave her. They're going to stay together.
Just saying,
I know.
But the thing is he happy?
No, but it's not about happiness. They have a family, and they've built things at this point in time. I mean, I'm supportive because it's my nieces and my nephews, and I love my family.
But I don't get it. I mean, it sounds like they're not married.
No, they are not married.
All right. Yeah, y'all get down different in Pennsylvania, but okay. But he's been with her for how long?
Maybe 6 years.
And they have children, and they have built stuff together.
Yeah.
But you don't like her because she's white.
Oh, I know that sounds bad.
But it is bad. It is bad. That's the truth. How does she treat you? How does she treat your brother?
I don't like it.
How does she treat your brother? Does he complain about the treatment? That's a yes or no question.
So
does he complain about the treatment?
No.
Okay.
He's a man. He doesn't complain about that.
No. The follow-up question. Did you treat your ex better than she treats him?
Yes.
But yet you're not with him and she's still with her man.
Right.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
But he doesn't complain.
I think
but he doesn't
I tolerated things that
But ma'am, he does.
My issue,
he doesn't.
okay.
He's happy, and he doesn't complain about his situation. You're not happy.
Oh, I sound crazy.
That's why the therapy's needed, ma'am. Because you're worried about your brother. See, so many of our sisters need to get your own life. You had a whole man,
right,
and you had opportunities that a lot of other people didn't have, and you're not taking advantage of any of them. You called in onto this show because this ain't even your issue. It's because of your brother with a white woman. But this is what I mean. Something about white women and black women makes y'all lose y'all's freaking mind, man, and becomes completely irrational. But this is in a lot of y'all.
Why you think? Why do you
I
think it's
don't
in
know.
there?
That's what the therapist is for. I'm not Dr. Phil. I just pointing it out. But here's the thing. Your brother is sitting next to his woman and his children today,
Happy,
right?
and I'm here lonely and miserable. You're right. You got a point.
Right.
I hear
And
you.
if, and
I
if I
hear you.
asked your ex why you left or why y'all aren't together, who broke up your home? Did you
You
leave?
want that whole thing back?
Did he leave or did you leave?
I left.
Really? See, surprisingly, 80% of black women walk out of their
I
own
know.
marriages.
I mean, my situation was a little bit different though.
It may be different, but the stats still are the same, ma'am. You had a,
You're right.
and the thing is, and this is why the media will make movies and situations to let y'all just fester in this shit. Yeah, yeah. If Tyler Perry or Oprah made a made for TV movie about some shit like this, y'all will file in there instead of having your own healthy, happy lives. So I thank you for calling in because you just kind of typified what's going on. You had a situation. You haven't said
So,
what's
so
really wrong with it, but
time out. I have a question before I go.
go
I
ahead.
need to know. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, so what would you rate me?
How tall are you?
5'5",
Dress size.
8,
And how much did you weigh at your last weigh-in?
6.
No. You weighed six what? How much did you weigh at your last?
Oh, what my weight?
Mm,
140.
okay. I would I would give you a 6.
Oh no, a 6.
Ma'am, I do this for a living as a professional.
Okay, all right. So that just because of like me having a kid?
Nope. The kid actually moves you down a point.
Oh heck no, not lower than that.
Ma'am, you're okay. You're asking my opinion. That's why I took you off camera, ma'am.
Okay.
You're cute. You're cute, and cute is like normal. You ever watch Good Times? The show Good Times.
I'm like Thelma.
Thelma is a point above. She's a 7. You come in at about a 6, and that's because you have a, kind of clear skin. But when's the last time you wore your natural hair?
Well, I do normally wear my natural hair. I just
I
had
mean,
fun with this
here's the
one.
thing: 6 is not ugly. See, here's one of the big problems. People think of 6, and they think of 60% like of a grade. 6 is cute, but like I don't use 7s because so many women would call themselves 7s. 8 is where Pam Grier is. Beyonce is like an 8. Beyonce is not classically beautiful. She's pretty, gorgeous, pretty, beautiful, and gorgeous. Okay? So cute is perfectly acceptable. 5 is normal. 4 5s, I don't know why so many women don't want to just be normal, average. I mean, your ex, was he
Who wants to be normal?
well, let's ask. Was your ex a cardiologist?
No.
Okay. Well, he was you said he owned some businesses, right?
Yes.
Did he go to college?
No.
Okay, but he made something of himself and he was on several businesses. How much did he end up making annually?
I believe he was bringing in like around 120 or something.
In Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, or Pittsburgh?
Like Philadelphia area.
Okay, so 120. All right, the cost of living in Philadelphia is, let's look at the cost of living. I don't know who wants to be average. More people should go ahead and embrace average, and they'd stop driving themselves crazy. Cost of living in Philadelphia is it's right around 100%. So 120, he's doing well. He's doing well in the top 10%.
Okay.
So you actually got a man a man who's earning outpaced your looks.
Oh no.
I'm a certified image consultant, and I've been doing this for a decade. I've done this with politicians, Hollywood movie stars, athletes, entertainers, people with several zeros in their bank accounts. Ma'am, I don't know why so many of our sisters feel like they are. This is a phenomenon with black women. This is not across the board with other groups of women. I can say this is Ado's black woman thing. And you just turned on YouTube. You're gonna have to turn that off.
Who, me? I didn't turn it on.
Okay.
Did it come back on?
This is an Ado's black woman thing. So again, that's just where it is. And here's the thing: you're 30. You're still 30.
Yes.
Okay, so at 30 years old, getting the feedback. Even at 30, if you were 9, yeah, you're getting feedback. I gotta mute you. At 30, even if you were 9, the day you turn 30, you drop a point, and then you drop a point for the kid. Again, average. I don't know why that's become such a bad thing. We're getting feedback. I appreciate you calling in, sis. I gotta wrap this one up. It's after midnight. Thank you very much. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why we've gotten to the point to where we think, this Instagram culture, everybody got to be gorgeous. And, I said it to men the other day. Don't kill yourself or stress yourself out trying to become something you're not going to be. You don't have to be a high value man to be happy. There's a lot of stress that comes with living a high value lifestyle. We have made average, everyday, normal. We've made that trash. And here's the funny thing. We got average, everyday, normal people who can't even work together. That woman, like the previous caller, people right there in the middle who could be together, but instead, her being separate and him being separate, her kid in daycare makes a lot of people money off of. There are people profiting off of the brokenness of black people. Without black couples, you can't have black nothing. Stop talking about reparations. Stop talking about community. Stop talking about anything. ADOS, FBA. Without black couples, it don't matter. And black people cannot get black couples done. It's a wrap. The marital rate in black America is at 26% and falling. I'm not talking about some spiritual union. I'm talking about legal state marriage, home ownership, life insurance, in case of emergency, the normal boring shit every other group of people in this country does. Black America, we decide I don't want to do that. That's too much like white. That's too much like regular. I don't want to do that. We want to do it the hard way. And then we get our women in the middle, our average women who in years or decades gone by, go back and look at your grandma or your great grandma, average looking women, but she had a man for 50 years, 40 years. We got all you average women today, just because you got a piece of paper on the wall and a little bit of money in the bank, you think you're something and you're not. You got white women who are making masters and PhDs and they got husbands and kids and PTA. Why is it that black women feel like you got a degree and some money and that just makes you a superhero? That just makes you in debt and you're not happy. Show me a black woman who is fit, happy, and single. Fit, happy, and single. You wonder why have you noticed that with the increase in weight, the decrease in the marital rate, the amount of black women on medication for anxiety, depression, and it comes down to relationship. Black men, you need to go ahead. I'm sorry, black men, they want to be in relationships. Black men want to get married to black women. Black women, you need to start admitting I want to get married to a black man. I want a relationship. You better hold your hand up and say, pick me. Start worrying about colorism and Becky and all this other BS that's been continually gets pumped to you every day to keep you separate from your men.
Gentlemen, Kevin Samuels had a message for this woman that a lot of people desperately need to hear. Mind your business and focus on your own strategy. She's 30 years old, has a diploma, has a son, and recently ended a relationship with a man who is apparently doing well for himself now. But instead of keeping her attention on her own goals, she's heavily focused on what her brother is doing. Her brother got married to a white woman, and she's presenting that as some kind of betrayal. And Kevin basically says, wait a minute, why is this your problem? That is where this conversation gets interesting. Your brother's marriage is not your relationship. His wife is not your competition. His choices don't prevent you from accomplishing anything. And whether you personally agree with his decision or not, spending your energy monitoring another adult's relationship isn't going to improve your own situation. Kevin's lesson here is about strategy. If you want a better relationship, better finances, and a better future for yourself and your child, then your energy needs to go toward building those things, not toward keeping score on what other people are doing. And gentlemen, there's a lesson here for us too. Sometimes people say they want a certain outcome, but their daily behavior is focused on everything except getting there. They want the successful relationship, but they're distracted by family drama. They want financial stability, but they're consumed by other people's decisions. They want peace, but they're constantly involved in somebody else's business. Sometimes the smartest move is to simply say, that's their life. Let me focus on mine. Because at 30, with a child and your own goals ahead of you, your time and attention are valuable. And that's a lesson a lot of people could use. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell me in the comments, was Kevin right? Should she have simply stayed out of her brother's marriage and focused on building her own?